Hey guys, I want to make this video today about something that I experienced recently, and that was withdrawal from Klonopin or Clonazepam, or a benzo basically. And I want to make this video so that you guys don't make the same mistake that I did, and hopefully you won't have to experience some of the side effects that I did as well. So basically, I've been taking Klonopin for probably about the past 6, 7, 8 months. But I didn't take it every single day. I kind of took it as needed, so maybe I took it 2 to 3 times a week at night, and I'm only taking a milligram of Klonopin, so it's not a ton, and I didn't take it a ton, but I think my body was still kind of used to it. I looked up Klonopin, and it does have a pretty long half-life, so it does stay in your system for a pretty long time compared to other drugs. So even if you're taking it maybe 2-3 times a week, it's still going to be in your body. Like you're still going to feel the effects of it. So anyway, this past week, I use Walgreens as my pharmacy, and so I have the Walgreens app on my iPhone, and so usually I just go through there and just click refill, and then it'll refill it for me. But for some reason, the Walgreens app, it got rid of my Klonopin, and so that was after the fact that after I put it in. So I went on my phone, I typed in Klonopin, and then I sent it in, assuming that it would come back. And then when I would check, I checked a couple days later, and it wasn't even on there. So it's been 2 days now, and I haven't had my Klonopin. And I went to the pharmacy, and I gave them my actual bottle, and told them to send in the prescription or the fax or whatever. And except the problem was that my psychiatrist or my nurse practitioner, she doesn't work every day of the week. So I think that when they sent it in, she was off. She's off for a couple days, so she didn't get that actual fax maybe a couple days later. So by this time, it's been a week without Klonopin. And I didn't think that I was going to have any side effects because I didn't take it every day, and I took such a small amount. I didn't really take a ton of it. But some of the side effects that I had, and let me tell you that this absolutely sucked. So I don't know if this was like a full benzo withdrawal, but the side effects absolutely suck. So the first major side effect that I had was headaches, like right in the front of my head. A lot of people complain about headaches in the back of the skull, and then kind of like radiate around the temples, but my headaches were all up front and right behind my eyes. Like it was all the time. I tried drinking some caffeine, I tried eating more, drinking more water. It didn't help at all. And I noticed that they got worse as the day went on. So the headaches were the absolute worst. I also noticed that my vision, it didn't change, but it was harder for me to kind of focus in on an object. It felt like everything was moving kind of just way too fast, and I couldn't really focus in on, like a stop sign or whatever, So it was kind of like a brain fog type of thing. That really sucked because it made me feel like really sluggish, and things weren't really working as well as I thought. I also noticed that my hands and just my whole body would just shake, not like that, but just little tremors, and that was kind of embarrassing because I did go on a job interview recently, and when I was filling out the paperwork, my hands were literally like shaking, so it was kind of weird. I don't know why that is, the scientific reason, but anyway, I had some shaking. I also was sweating a lot more than I usually do. I sweat a lot, probably because my hair is so long and stuff, but I do sweat a lot compared to the average person. But when I was not taking Klonopin, I would go outside and it would just be soaking wet. So I don't know if that's another side effect. I'm just kind of telling you guys some of the things that I've noticed about my body when I wasn't on it. Sleep was definitely terrible. I could not fall asleep. I was staying up until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I would wake up after 7-8 hours, and I would still feel sluggish. So sleep absolutely was terrible. and I did notice that my anxiety was worse. When I usually take Klonopin, I don't really care too much about things. I just let them slide. But when I wasn't on my Klonopin, like, I was freaking out about my job interview. It would keep me up until the middle of the night thinking about this kind of stuff, being afraid of things, and it really sucked. So I could definitely tell. And that's when I kind of figured that it may have been a withdrawal, because my anxiety shot through the roof. No depression thoughts, no bad thoughts or anything like that, but my anxiety absolutely started sucking even more than it usually does. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to talk about my experience with not taking Klonopin or benzo withdrawal symptoms. I don't really know for sure if I had these symptoms, since I was only off of it for a week, but I did look up some information, and it said that it takes about 2 days for you to start experiencing some symptoms, and then after 2 weeks is when you peak. Like, the symptoms are absolutely terrible, and then the symptoms kind of go further down. They get a little bit not as bad as the weeks go by. But Klonopin is I wouldn't say it's like an addicting drug, but if you stop it all of a sudden, then you should never stop it all of a sudden, because you can have things like seizures, or terrible things could happen. So just be careful when you're taking Klonopin, and it shouldn't be like a long-term usage. Like, you shouldn't take it for like 10 years, because your body just gets used to it, and then you're gonna have to take more of it in order to feel the effects. So like, if I took 1 milligram every day for a year, that may start to wear off, and so I may have to take 1.5 milligram or 2 milligrams just to feel the effects. And then after taking it for such a long time, I'd have to taper that off, and then the more milligrams you're taking, the longer it is going to take the taper off. So just be careful with Klonopin. It does work, but it can be kind of a pain in the butt when you're trying to get off of it, or if you forget to take it, or if you had like a situation like I did, where I wasn't like on top of the ball. So yeah, just be careful taking this drug. The withdrawal effects are real, even if you're not taking it every day. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video. Take everything. I'm not a medical doctor. Take everything that I say with a grain of salt. This is just my experience. You could have completely different experiences than I do, and that's okay. I just wanted to make that disclaimer. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope this video informed you a little bit. Make sure you check with your doctor before you are you want to stop taking it, or if you're having some side effects. Check with your doctor. Don't just use my video as medical advice. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and thank you for 150 subscribers. I really appreciate that. That's really cool. I'm almost at like the whole 1 year mark from when my channel started last September. So I've gained like 150 subscribers in 1 year, which I think is really cool. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this. It's kind of hard to make these kind of depression medicine videos, because my medicine has been the same for a very long time. So let me know what you guys want in the comments down below. Check out my, I'm also going to make a video about, I have this therapy light, and I'm vitamin D deficient, because when I'm depressed, I don't go outside, obviously. I have this therapy light, and I think I'm going to make a review on it. It definitely helped me out. So look for that in the future with depression videos. Also, if you are a gamer, check out my Let's Play series. I don't have really a ton of money right now, so I can't really buy the latest and greatest games. So I'm doing a lot of backlog games right now, so check those out if that interests you. And yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.